You're a dumbass. You're a dumbass. You're grade A, number one, bona fide first class. You're a dumbass. You're a dumbass. And you'll be one all your dumbass life.
Hi there, LinkedIn family. Jonathan here from Some Talented People. And today, and for the next 5 days, we're going to be discussing the title music that came in that I managed to find, which is so perfect for this topic. I'm joined by the author, #1 best-selling author, Lonnie Ray, and her collaborator in crime, Steve Kidd, who are going to be talking about basically, hey, you might be a dumbass looking at this video, but certainly you're gonna know one. So we found 5 things that you should look out for dumbasses that might affect your life, so that we can do something about it. And this book, so I only heard about this 3 days ago, and I said, this is profound knowledge, man. You've got to get this out in a video. You've got to do it. So, Lonnie, say hello to the people.
Hello, people. How you doing? I'm so glad you could join us. Thanks for having us, Jonathan.
No worries, no worries. So, Steve, tell us about yourself.
My name's Steve Kidd. I am a third-generation minister, an international best-selling author of 15 books now and counting. And I help people write, publish, and market their books to bestseller.
So that's basically what you and Lonnie do together.
It's in tandem. He's the whiz kid behind the genius of making them bestsellers, and I get them to the front door, and then he takes them all the way through.
So, like anyone who's watching this who is an author, because we're going to talk about writing a book, you'll get this book out for Christmas. So, anyone that's an author that's looking at this, if they if they connect with you or with Steve, you can make it happen for them.
Yeah, I love to do story development, so and ghostwriting, so I can help them to get their message correct for their particular audience and even expand that audience. And then Steve takes over and publishes them to bestseller. So, yeah.
Nice. And this is a passion project for you. How would you describe this book?
It is, it's both passion project, and I think it's essential. As I look at the world around us, we are, well, basically we're watching a clown show, and all the world's a stage. And what I'm noticing is that a lot of people have lost their own sense of authority in their lives. They're listening to what I would call a dumbass, and not really tuning into themselves. And what that does is it gets in the way of whatever it is that person came to do in life, because they've got these cymbal clanging monkeys in the background of their head or interfering with their daily life, and may feel obligated or guilty for ditching them. But you need to learn how to ditch, dodge, and duck a dumbass. Okay, I'm just going to put it like that.
Yeah, no, hey, listen. Absolutely. Now, I can't read my background at the same time as it's back to front to me. So I've got, hey, I'm planned. I've got it up as a separate picture. So the definition of a dumbass, according to Lonnie Ray, and we will take suggestions from the crowd and the audience watching. It's a noun. It's a stupid person used to express a low opinion of someone's intelligence. Synonyms: blockhead, bonehead, dunce, dunderhead, fuckhead, hammerhead, knucklehead, loggerhead, lunkhead, muttonhead. There's a lot of heads in there, but I'm not going to say anything about head. Numbskull, shithead, dolt, dullard, pillock, poor fish. What's a poor fish?
It's a dumbass.
Well, it's a synonym for a dumbass, but I've never. I mean,
right? I know.
Well, how can a fish have value? Anyway, pudding head, our pudding head, and pudding head, stupid. Do you know what? I've never heard of pudding head.
No, neither had I.
I've lived.
I love looking up definitions of words, and I felt that it was really important to look this up, because there's a big difference between a dumbass and a butthole, a-hole. And there is, and this is really about people that are dumbasses.
Okay. So am I interpreting the room wrong when I get the impression that an a-hole is worse?
Yeah, they're most likely intentional about their behavior.
Right.
Yeah, whereas a dumbass is just kind of like "Wah!" flailing about. They treat life like a bumper car ride, and they don't care who they bump into.
Well, that is a very interesting and early compassionate move from the writer of the book about, I forgot the title. Tell me the title again.
How to deal with a dumbass.
How
What
to
do
deal
and
with a
say
dumbass.
when they come your way. Yeah, you got to know.
So already you sound incredibly compassionate.
Yeah, and that's what it really is about.
Yeah. So, Steve, you are the 15th book bestseller, international bestseller,
Yes.
on Amazon.
Yes.
So you make this happen for people, and how many times would you say that you're dealing with someone who is unfortunately a dumbass?
Oh my goodness. You wanted to go right there. I love it. I think all of us have moments of it. So, there is that, but there are some people, and it's funny because we're going to later talk about the acronym AWARE, but I think the biggest issue, I was realizing this morning as I was getting ready, most people aren't aware, and we're going to talk about the acronym, but they don't know it, and they're not open to, to even look at it, let alone change. So, I don't know. Is it 50-50? Is it 100% of the time? And it just is kind of, how we woke up that morning. Did we, there's that old saying, you got up on the wrong side of the bed, but your bed's up against the wall.
Yeah. Okay. So sitting on the fence a little bit there, because obviously you don't want to upset any potential customers by saying they're a dumbass, but okay, not for you, but for another mythical book publishing company. How many times? Yeah. How many times do you get? Because hey, look, I've written a book, and honestly, I didn't write it for anybody to read it. I wrote it simply because getting an ISBN number means you have to have a copy in the British Library. So the contents of my experiments are down in paper. It's all I care about. And I'm not delusional enough to think that anyone will actually want to read it. But presumably everyone that comes into contact with you believes that the person wants to read what they've got to say.
That's about 50-50 too. There are, because of the fact that I'm a marketing company with a strong publishing division, there are some people that come into it knowing that they need the book for the credentialing of it, but they don't necessarily expect anybody's ever going to read it, kind of like what you said. And then there's the other parts of them that I think it's a problem of having grown up with the 25 years that Oprah had a show, and everyone. Well, there's two sides to that coin. Number one is the Oprah show was very empowering to the average person. Really raised all of us as a generation believing, yes, we can.